Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy, John Doe, coming at you with another one. But yeah, man, y'all see the topic. I, 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 the crazy part about all of this is I'm just, I'm just city hopping. I'm just going from place to place, and I'm glad I'm doing this, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to find a place where I most want to be, and I know it's probably not many places where I belong because of my energy, my persona. As you can see, I'm not your typical guy. Like I really am one of them guys. And like you either gonna like me or you gonna hate me. You gonna look at me or you gonna look past me. You gonna overlook me or well, you either gonna respect me or overlook me. You gonna either undermine me or learn to appreciate me. But out of all of that, man, I'm just saying, like, you see the world for what it is, bro. And that's what I'm learning about all of this as I travel here and there and everywhere. I'm learning to see the world for what it is. Like a lot of people, they got these perceptions and sometimes a false perception of a person. Like you can look at a person, you believe you know what this person going through, or what type of person this is, or you can kind of look at some of their actions and try to feel like you can gauge their personality. I mean, some people do have strong discernments and they can see beyond what's like the normal stuff. But some people just have false perceptions. They just don't know nothing about you. And they assume by anything they see that they know enough about you or can depict enough about you to tell what type of person you are. Perfect example. We looking at P. Diddy right now, going through all of this stuff. Nobody would have assumed he been doing all of this stuff behind the scenes. No more than they would have assumed he been making legitimate means of income and all of these things like that. We don't know enough about people to speculate about their lifestyle and how they live. Only thing tells you that is how that person, I mean, you can tell by their actions and how they present themselves, but a lot of people aren't that detail oriented. A lot of people can't tell if you mean them good. They don't know if you'll backstab them. They don't know if you'll treat them with care and courtesy. You know why? Because they're going off past situation and what they learn from the world presenting stuff to them. And that's the thing about black people that, well, black men specifically, that kind of gets me. It's like I know it's hard for us to change the perception of us as people, but there are differences. Everybody, no matter what race you are, is not clear cut the same. So when do you draw the line and say, this person ain't like your typical black person or your typical white person? This person ain't like your typical Mexican, typical Chinese. Of course, we can culturalize certain things, and that could be valid to a certain extent. But it's not a dominant, it's not a automatic in every situation. I can't automatically say some girl is a this and that because she present herself a certain way. It's not like that. Some girls do it for different reasons, just like any other situation out there. We do things for different reasons. And who knows what that person may be thinking that day? Who knows what their vibes is? Who knows what they're going through in life? That's why stereotypes are not, it's not a definite. It can mislead you and then it can mislead people about you. That's why you always gotta be your best person. I don't knock people. Excuse the car in my background. I don't knock people for feeling how they want to feel and thinking what they think. But it does leave a loophole because you're wrong in some cases. You're wrong about that person. You're wrong about what you're thinking about most of people in society. You're wrong about how you perceive all the black men in the world. You're wrong because everybody is not the same, especially in a time like this where social media and and the ability to see things, it should be broader. You should have a a more out of the box perception of the reality of life of other people. Like, yeah, I look like a rapper. I look like a rapper. I look like a guy who just get money and, you know, but some of my scenarios don't match with how I look. I just swag this way. I look like I sell drugs or smoke weed. Some of it I just don't do. I don't do it. I look like I got a bunch of girls, but I don't. I'm chilling. I'm working on me. I'm trying to become a fitness trainer and help people get their weight together and their life together. I'm a good guy. I mean, I guess you can say I got flaws or I got tendencies, but for the most part, I believe I'm a good guy. How many people gonna know that until they know you? They know you as a famous person or as a popular person. How many people gonna know that till they see you on TV or something like that? They don't know. They're just meeting a random person and they're gonna put a put a box around them and say, "Oh, this is that type of guy," because they already got a box around you. First of all, they already done figured out how they stereotypically looking at this group of people. Just no more than me sometimes. Like if I see a person, if they in a certain neighborhood, I'ma assume some things around them, and it could not be true. I was at the club the other day and I met a white guy with two black girls, three black girls. And I assumed the man must have money if he was talking to these certain type of females. He don't really got it like that. Come to find out. And it's just like we always can put people in these perspective in these boxes, but we gotta be open minded enough to receive different intel about them or intel about life in general. We cannot put everybody in the same box. All the time, I'm trying to dissect the environment and the people in the environment. I find that you won't ever find commonality across the board. It's always something different about somebody that you may think that's the way it is 90% of the time. And it very well may be a high percentage. But 1% of the time is enough for you not to judge people. 1% of the time is enough for you not to create these stereotypical thoughts around a certain person or a certain group of people. And that's what I feel like is really fucked up about the world. I hate to say it like that, but that's what I feel like is really messed up about the world. Like we got all of these prejudgmental thoughts about people and their lives. If you ain't driving a foreign car, you must be broke or ain't got no money. If you ain't got on designer, you're not moving enough money around, or you're not this or that. If you're in a broke down car, you obviously don't have a house or something. Like all of these stereotypes, and we don't even be knowing what's factual from what's not factual. I think that's what divides us in a greater way. Like we assume every homeless person did something and they brought homelessness on themselves. Never knowing if that person just had a fire happen, they weren't able to do their insurance in time, and they end up landing them in a tough spot, and they end up losing their house and all their possessions, and then they end up homeless, and they struggle, and they don't got family that would support them when they was supporting their family. They didn't have it reciprocated when they went down. We don't know these scenarios, so we prejudging somebody's situation before we even know. I just did that actually, not really, but I thought, man, this man here, I see so many homeless people, and not a lot of them stand in front of in front of a like a McDonald's or something and ask for money just so they can get food or ask people to buy them food. They always stand in the streets and the highways, and it's like I'm already that's stereotypical in itself right there. Because who knows? Maybe it's not enough people that comes through the grocery store. Maybe they done got disappointed with asking people at the grocery store, and they just feel like it'd be easy to just go out on the highway and ask for change, accumulate it, and then go get some food. And so I'm already sterilizing the person. Stereotype. I don't know how to really say that word, but I'm already putting that person in a box. So I ended up giving the guy $1. I really only had $2 on me. But I'm like, I might as well just give him $1. I mean, you keep my other dollar. Well, I don't even know why I'm thinking that, but I want to give so badly because I feel convicted to a certain extent not to give when I know I got something to give, something to offer. Even if I don't really have it to offer, I'm trying to save up for this. I still got it to offer, to render. That dollar could be lost on something stupid or silly. I could just easily get that person $1 and it'll benefit them and take them way further than it'll take me. So I gave him $1. Immediately after that, the man said, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, something, something, God. Thank you, Jesus." I was like, you know what? Most people don't never, ever say that after I give them money. They don't never say that. Because I know where the source of the money come from. I know where the blessings come from. But it was very interesting to hear him say that. And I said, you know what? Let me give him this other dollar. See, my false perception of thinking I knew what this person, because some of them be having cigarettes. Some of them just want the money to go get cigarettes or go get something that's like a habit. Even that, it don't matter because you still can give to them and they'll still be a blessing to them and a blessing to you, even if they're going to buy cigarettes. But I just felt in my consciousness that I can't really give what I can barely afford to give. And with this person gonna take the money and go get some beer or some cigarettes. I ain't really doing them much good, and they ain't really doing me much good to be giving up what I'm giving up to sacrificing to give to them to make a a bad decision or a bad habit purchase. And so sometimes I do create these narratives in my mind, so to speak. And but it don't hinder me from being open-minded. That's the key point to all of this. I don't allow it to shut me completely off. Because if I did, I would have just not give. I would have not paid attention. I'd be like, man, this person just wanted for this. I'm gonna just keep my window up, blah blah blah. Now sometimes if I do give and I see another person, I'll probably just ignore that person because I already feel like I done give my seed, even though I'll give twice. But it's just about the purpose of which I'm giving to. If I know I'm giving for a good purpose, I don't mind giving again and again and over and over and over again. Because sometimes, like I said, it'll serve a better purpose for that person than it will for me. I might just use it on something silly, buying something that I really don't need, like that's when you just, you overindulging in what you might want and ignoring what other people might need. And so there's a line between that, and I try to keep that balance. That's just a personal thing with me. But nevertheless, like I said, man, it just it's kind of toxic how stereotypes kind of congest the mind and allow us not to be able to think beyond what we already have a set standard or a set thought on, and or set perception on what we already think about a certain group or kind of people. Stereotypes can get so deep that it's literally your hair can lead to stereotypes. Your skin tone can lead to stereotypes. The way you dress can lead to stereotypes. The way you talk can lead to stereotypes. Who you around can lead to stereotypes. What you drive, like I said earlier, can lead to stereotypes. Where you're at in the world can lead to stereotypes. Cities can already have stereotypes around people. It's just like, where do we get to the point where we're saying, hey, we're going to think positively and think good of people? And if they don't even show us something good, you don't gotta goddamn think everybody is bad. All you gotta do is say, okay, that's one bad apple. Let me toss that apple out. And let me at least even hope that that person get a healthier mindset and just pursue life in the same passions that I've been pursuing it before. Now I can understand if something happened to you over and over and over again, then I mean at that point you should be able to peep the signs. But even if you don't peep the signs, I can understand you forming a stereotype behind a certain type of thing or person or place or whatever because you experience a bad experience over and over in that area. But that don't mean the whole world is like that. You can go on the other side of the earth and people are completely different. And that's what my whole point for making this video was. Is because some people are just different. No, where you go at, you'll receive different reciprocations. Like I went to downtown, certain places, they already got their idea about you. Certain places, you go and you're received. Certain places, they think you got this or that. You know, certain places, if I did go there, they'd probably hate on me, want to do something bad to me, just off the strength of stereotypes and what they already perceiving about you. Because if you dress a certain way, you can be disguised. If you talk a certain way, you can be disguised. If you look a certain way, you can be disguised. If you go to a certain place, you'll blend in. It's just how it is. So I think stereotypes are, I don't want to say it's a negative thing in every perspective, but it is one of those things that just, it doesn't always lead to positive thoughts, especially in a world so pessimistic, negatively oriented. It's like we find things to to be blamed, to think as bad before we look for things to be happy and excited about that are good. So yeah, that's all I want to say, man. I want to kind of vent a little bit. That's what I do. I vent, but I also bring enlightenment and try to get people to think outside their boundaries, like open-mindedness, so that the world can be a better place. It can be a more inviting place, a homeostasis. Because sometimes I just wish I could get in a spaceship and go to another planet and see if people are just more receptive there, like more cognitive of things that's going on around us. Like, 'cause sometimes I feel like I live in a goddamn zombie world. Like everybody just one in the same. Like, and we're supposed to be creative beings. We're supposed to be the most advanced or evolved species on this earth, and we end up being so heliocentric. Like we end up being so one-dimensional. Should I say? And then it's just like ill. It's like I want to meet somebody interesting, somebody creative, somebody innovative, somebody different. I don't want to meet somebody who I could see in somebody else. Oh, you just like so and so. Oh, you do the same thing so and so do. Oh, you act just like so and so. I tired of that. Like that's why I vow to be different. I vow to be more innovative and creative and bring that and add that to the world and try to get people to do the same thing. Like I don't want people to be regular around me and normal. Like you don't even fit around me. If you want to be normal and stay in a box, you're not gonna like me. Cause I'm always dreaming bigger than what I can see. I want to see something new in this world. I don't want to be the same old person doing the same old thing over and over. I don't want to dream to be like just like somebody else. I want to dream to be better than somebody else, somebody I admire. No offense to nobody, but that's where I'm at with it. And so I don't know where that lead gonna lead me in the future, or where what path that gonna lead me along. I don't know how much work I'm gonna have to put in to do that, but that's my hopes and my dreams to just do something new, something different, bring excitement to the world, creativity, innovation. So that's it. That's JB signing off, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.